So my question is about the number of recent suicide and attempted suicide incidents involving workers living in dormitories, right? So my questions are what is the MTF's assessment of the anxiety and unhappiness of workers, especially those in the more badly affected dorms, and how had their welfare been looked after mentally, and also whether is mental health increasingly an area that the MTF is looking into by formulating a more comprehensive plan to address these budding issues. Thank you.
Thank you very much for the question. We're indeed concerned about the fact that our migrant workers have been accommodated in facilities under very tight regimes. They've not been allowed to come out of the dormitories into the community freely. And that prolonged period of isolation will obviously have potential adverse effects on any individual, not just migrant workers, but anyone who in fact has to be cooped up in isolation with very limited opportunities for social interaction. So this is a concern for us. The interagency task force working with MOM and various private stakeholders, partners, have in fact been looking at how to support the welfare of these migrant workers in a variety of different ways. They've taken pains to help the migrant workers to celebrate holidays, to make their stay within the lockdown dormitories as meaningful as is possible, albeit within the lockdown regime that they are in. They've also offered help through a variety of ways with an opportunity for them to call in hotlines for help. There are staff that come down and encourage workers to step forward if necessary for counseling. So mental health has been a concern for that particular task force for quite a while, ever since they started work in the dormitories. We continue to work on this piece. They have, the task force has a work group looking very specifically at mental health issues, and they have involved various partners across many domains, including counselors, social workers, psychiatrists, psychologists, to see how to better improve the support that can be provided to migrant workers in this regard. We are aware also of incidents of self-harm or attempted self-harm through suicide in some of the individuals in the dormitories. This is a cause of concern, and the task force continues to look at it to see how to reach out to support migrant workers who have needs that have to be addressed in this regard, and they're looking at ways to reach out and support them further. This continues to be a work in progress, so I do not pretend that that work is completed, that we have a very comprehensive system of support. But the task force is committed to making sure that the mental health needs of the migrant workers are looked into, supported, not just now, but there's a sustainable framework that would continue in the dormitories even after the outbreak comes under control within the dormitories.